Good evening, all my South Orange Maplewood listeners, and all those other listeners in the towns of Melbourne, Livingston, Irvington, West Orange, East Orange, Orange and Newark. Welcome to In the Village With Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience, and live on the World Wide Web at somore.org, and the only radio show covering all your news, opinion, politics, talk, and sports happening in the South Orange Maplewood community. You can listen to us every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And reach us at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626 to participate in the discussion. We have an interesting program lined up for you this evening, and I look forward to your participation in the discussion. Now tonight, we're going to continue our discussion regarding academic placement in the South Orange Maplewood School District. And we always try to bring you some of the big news items that's happening out there in the world and the United States of America. And of course, one of the big issues taking place, it's always seemed to be something happening in the sports world. And it's the reaction to Michael Sam kiss with his boyfriend on television when he got drafted. So there was a lot of reaction to the Michael Sam situation when he kissed his boyfriend on television. If you go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Somore Radio, you will see you can actually look and read. You can look and read and see, exactly what happened after Michael Sam was drafted. So we're going to get into that right here in the Village With Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience. So let's continue with the news, see what's the latest happening in South Orange and Maplewood. Of course, we go to the alternative press. Irvington Avenue to reveal new name and logo for corridor. These are the finalists for the name of the Irvington Avenue corridor, and the winner will be announced later this month, according to Doug Zacher of Irvington Avenue Corridor Advisory Committee. The names are South Orange Uptown, Urbana, and Seton Hall Village. That's South Orange Uptown, Urbana, and Seton Village. I tell you, I sort of like Urbana. That's a take of Irvington, and I don't know what the AN is, but I like that one, Urbana. The IACAC partnered with the alternative press to get votes from South Orange residents in order to get their choice on the three top brands. Zacher said that the IACAC has tallied the votes and taken them into consideration when choosing a winner. The Marketing Branding Committee will be working on the logo and will present it to the public soon. As for the rest of the Irvington Avenue project, Zacher said they are full steam ahead with different committees working towards making sure everything is taken care of for the corridor. In addition, the IACAC is organizing a volunteer day on May 18, Clean Up, Green Up on Irvington Avenue, and it will begin at 10 a.m. at the park next to Lot 8 parking area in Irvington and West Fairview Avenues. Zacher said volunteers of all ages are encouraged to come and help. South Orange Rescue Squad in temporary quarters until fund raised for new building. The development company that tore down the South Orange Rescue Squad building to make way for a retail apartment complex paid the squad $1.1 million, but it's not enough to erect a new building. Squad Captain Dan Cohen said the squad must raise additional funds and will appeal to the public for help through donations, fundraising efforts, and volunteering. Bunny Sports Bar is hosting a fundraiser from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight on May the 31st. The amount was never intended to be what it will cost to construct a new building. It was the value of the additional space gained by removing the rescue squad headquarters from the 3rd and Valley project. Essentially, payment for our old building, Cohen explained. Originally, South Orange took the lead in deciding where to put the new squad building and gathering information on construction costs. The Board of Trustees debated a proposal that will have included an emergency shelter space on the second story of a new building, a plan that the Public Safety Committee didn't support. According to Barry Lewis Jr., village administrator, the village decided to turn over the funds and decision about the building to the rescue squad. Reconstruction of S-curves on track for 2016 completion. The reconstruction of the portion of South Orange Avenue known as the S-curves to improve safety is on track to be completed in March 2016, according to Essex County Executive Joseph DiVincenzo, who spoke at the May 12 Board of Trustees meeting. The project will cost $26 million and aims to improve safety by adding a shoulder to the eastbound side, improving storm drainage, and improving lines of sight around some of the sharper bends. The renovation is focused on the section of the road that brings drivers by South Mountain Reservation. Safety issues were first identified more than 10 years ago, and the improvements represent very positive changes for the residents who use the roadway every day. In order to accommodate the desire of the Historic Preservation Commission to retain the road's aesthetics, the project also included the construction of odd bridges, the planting of 4,000 trees, and the addition of 175 light fixtures. Community Coalition and Race to host discussion on implicit bias tonight. That's tonight. The Community Coalition and Race is hosting its annual conversation on race tonight, and it started at 7 p.m. at the Temple Shari Tofilo, Israel, located at 432 Scotland Road in South Orange. This year, they plan to have a candid community discussion on implicit bias. Most individuals, groups, and even institutions explicitly renounce racist, homophobic, sexist, ageist beliefs. But implicit biases operate at an unconscious level and are influenced by our cultural environment, says Coalition Nancy Gagner in a release. How do we recognize implicit bias? How do our implicit bias influence our relationships in the community? How can we resolve to become more aware of how we make donations and if and when implicit biases may be at work in that process? A group presentation will be led by Elizabeth Williams Riley, President and CEO of the American Conference on Diversity. Then participants will break into facilitated small groups to talk about ways to create change. The event is free and open to all. So if you're listening, you can run over there to Temple Shari Tofilo, Israel, located at 432 Scotland Road, as the Community Coalition holds its annual conversation on race. The Springfield Avenue Partnership present Mayfest. Mayport's annual Mayfest celebration will return to Springfield Avenue on Sunday, May the 25th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., rain or shine, between Indiana and Rutgers Street. Music, activities, and more. Food, live music, craft, children activities will be the highlight of the annual street fair. Local bands, a DJ, and radio station 101.5 will take to the 3 stages throughout the day. This year, music is being sponsored by French Salon and PSE&G. For the little ones, there'll be a petting zoo, kiddie train, inflatable rides, and other fun activities. More than 120 vendors and civic associations will be on hand. Local restaurants and cafes and street fair food vendors will offer food and drink for purchases. This year you can win a set of Beats headphones thanks to sponsor Woolly Fuel Oil. Simply provide your name and email address when you get there and go to their booth, and you'll receive an entry form to drop off at the Springfield Avenue booth anytime during the street fair, and you can win these high-quality headphones valued at over $200. When you drop out by the Springfield Avenue Partnership booth, be sure to enter to win a gift basket from DePietro's Food, a gift certificate to Vita's Restaurant, and a Sherwin-Williams Home Starter Kit. Again, that's the Mayfest presented by Springfield Avenue Partnership, Sunday, May the 25th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's nothing much going on at Essex County, New Jersey Place. So let's go over to the Essex News Daily. See what's happening over at the Essex News Daily. Maplewood youth interact with science through story. The children of Prospect Preschool in Maplewood celebrated Science May the 2nd, welcoming a performance from Science Tellers, which engages children in the science through stories and experiments. The Science Tellers organization has various programs for children in preschool through 8th grade and is composed of a team of Science Tellers who travel the East Coast to perform for children, according to its website. Children participate in science experiments meant to stimulate their interest in the sciences while listening to a unique story. The experiment helps the students to visualize what is occurring in the story and vice versa. Justin Morori, the science teller who came to Prospect Preschool, told the News Record that there are 3 elements of each performance: storytelling, science, and jokes. According to Morori, his first step at each school is to explain the science behind the experiment he will be conducting with the students. Once he has explained the science, he acts out a story that relates to the science. To keep the children interested, Murray calls up students to participate. And as we continue on with Essex News Daily, South Orange Maplewood School District ahead of the curve with social media guidelines. While some New Jersey school systems are being forced to consider the issue of social media used by teachers and students, the South Orange Maplewood School District already has a policy in place. In April, Governor Chris Christie signed the legislation S-441, which required local school boards to have policies governing the use of social media communication between teachers and students. The New Jersey School Board Association, which supported the legislation, released a newly revised model policy in April to serve as a template for New Jersey Board of Education to use to comply with the new law. The safety of our students is paramount, Board of Education President Beth Doherty told the News Record via email. As a result, we took the initiative to pass policies last year to provide guidelines for staff and student communication through social media. Charity golf outing in honor of Seton Dorm fire victims will take place July 28 in Maplewood. The second Aspiring Kindness Charity Golf Outing will be held Monday, July the 28th at the Maplewood Country Club in Maplewood. The event is sponsored by the Aspiring Kindness Foundation, which was created in response to the January 2000 Seton University dormitory fire that took the lives of 3 students, Aaron Carroll, Frank Catabolota, and John Giunta. This year, the foundation hopes to raise $10,000, with all proceeds to be donated to the Seton Hall Counseling and Psychological Service Department, which played a large role in helping students heal emotionally and physically and psychologically after the fire. So there you have it, the news from the Alternative Press and the Essex News Daily. When we come back, more news from the South Orange Patch. We'll be right back.
This is the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. We want to hear from you at 973-327-3626 or log on to showmore.org to let us know your opinion.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance.